Hi, this is Dr. Zack Parker with the West Texas Wellness Center, and I real quickly want to answer a question that I get asked all the time. Doc, what is this term or this thing called a subluxation? And secondly, why do I care? Well, here's the reason that you need to care, and this is why it is so important. What I'm referring to when you hear the term subluxation, or you've heard someone says that you're subluxated, what we're trying to explain is that there is a misalignment of the spine or one of the other bones of your body that is now affecting the health of your entire body. And the reason it does that, whenever there is a misalignment in the spine, that begins to cause several different effects to happen in the body that are all negative. It begins to affect, first off, the neurology, the effectiveness of the way the brain communicates to the rest of the body, because where that subluxation is at affects the communication chain first to the organs or to the muscles or to the nerves of the part of the body that nerve root or those areas innervate. But not only does it affect the brain's communication to those organs and those tissues, it also affects the way those organs and tissues are able to send messages back to the brain, so the brain can then adapt to the situation. So it greatly begins to reduce that. It also begins to change the biomechanics of the area, which begins to cause a breakdown. In very simple terms, what I want you to understand is when your spine's misaligned or you're subluxated, you begin to cause and function at a lower state. You cause your body to function at a lower state than what it should. When that happens, now you are in what we call dys-ease, or a lowered state of health. Now, that doesn't mean you have symptoms yet. It doesn't mean that you're beginning to experience disease process yet. But what it is you've now put your body at jeopardy for all of those things to begin to happen. When you have misalignment in your spine, you are affecting the way the brain is able to communicate and send messages, and you are affecting how healthy you can stay. Now, the difference between a heart attack and a subluxation is simply this: it's time. There's been so much research done on the effects of subluxation if left untreated. A heart attack may happen immediately, but if a subluxation is untreated and left that way, that will begin to cause a breakdown, a degeneration, a damage to the nerve roots, the organs, the tissues that nerve now innervates, and eventually, if left untreated, that will end up causing a lowered state of health for you. That will begin to cause dysfunction in those organs, and ultimately it can lead to death. And there's been many research studies shown to prove that. So what I want you to understand is, why should you care about a subluxation? Because subluxation keeps your body from functioning at its very best. And that's what we are all about here at the West Texas Wellness Center, is to help you reach the very best, highest state of health possible for you and your family. So if you haven't had your spine checked, if you haven't found out and had a neurological exam or x-ray exam to see if your spine is misaligned, then I encourage you, make sure and do that right away for both your benefit and your family's benefit. This is Dr. Zack Parker with the West Texas Wellness Center, and I look forward to helping you. And remember, I want to be your chiropractor.